Hello everyone, I am Muskan from BSc Chemistry Honours first year. My roll number is 21. Today, I am going to give my presentation on the topic acids and bases. डे टू डे लाइफ में हम इन वर्ड्स को बहुत यूज़ करते हैं, तो आज हम जानते हैं कि एसिड और बेसिस क्या होते हैं. So, earlier concept of acid and base. Acid may be defined as any substance which has a sour taste, conduct electricity, react with active metal, and its aqueous solution turns blue litmus paper to red. That's a acid. And a base may be defined as any substance which has a bitter taste, soapy touch, and its aqueous solution turns red litmus paper to blue. The earlier concept of acid and bases could not explain the behavior of all acid and bases. So many new concepts like Arrhenius, Bronsted-Lowry concepts arised to explain acid and bases. So let's study them. Arrhenius concept. Arrhenius in 1884 put forward a theory popularly known as Arrhenius theory of ionization. Acid may be defined as any hydrogen containing substance which give H positive ions in aqueous solution, and base may be defined as a substance containing hydroxyl groups or group capable of providing hydroxide ions in aqueous solution. For example, like aqueous, if we dissolve it in a solvent or in an aqueous solution, so it will give H positive ions, and if we take sodium hydroxide in aqueous solution, it gives hydroxy ions. So according to Arrhenius concept, HCl is an acid and sodium hydroxide is a base, as HCl donates H positive ions and sodium hydroxide donates hydroxy ions. Now there are limitations to this concept. So the first limitation is definition of acid and bases are only in term of aqueous solution. सिर्फ एक्वियस सॉल्यूशन की टर्म्स पे ही इस डेफिनेशन को बनाया गया है. वो एसिड या बेसिस जो एक्वियस सॉल्यूशन में डिसोल्व नहीं होते, उन्हें ये कंसेप्ट एक्सप्लेन नहीं करता. The theory is not able to explain acidic and basic property of substances known aqueous solvents. जो कि aqueous solvent नहीं है, उन्हें ये explain नहीं कर पाता. Example NH4NO3 in liquid ammonia act as an acid, though it does not give H positive ions. Neutralization of acid and base in absence of solvent could not be explained. The basic substances which do not contain hydroxide ions could not be explained by the theory. Many organic substances like ammonia which do not have hydroxy ion at all are actually known to show basic characters. It cannot explain the acidic character of certain salts, such solution such as AlCl3 in aqueous solution. Now Bronsted-Lowry concept. So according to Bronsted-Lowry concept, acid may be defined as any hydrogen containing material, a molecule, cation or an anion that is capable of donating a proton H positive to any other substance. So Bronsted-Lowry कॉन्सेप्ट के अकॉर्डिंग एसिड क्या होगा जो प्रोटॉन को डोनेट कर सकता है, दैट्स अ एसिड. एंड बेस में बी डिफाइंड एज एनी सब्सटेंस, molecule or a cation or an anion that can accept proton from any other substance. एसिड प्रोटॉन को लूज कर सके एंड बेस प्रोटॉन को एक्सेप्ट कर सके. ये थी ब्रॉन्स्टेड-लॉरी कॉन्सेप्ट के अकॉर्डिंग एसिड्स एंड बेसिस. Conjugate acid base pair. HCl donate a proton to water and is therefore an acid, while water accept proton from HCl and therefore a base. The H3O positive ion donates a proton to chlorine ion and hence behave as an acid, while chlorine ion which accepts a proton from hydroxyl ion is a base. So acid plus base, and again giving acid and bases. Water is having a dual character as it can accept a proton or donate. When any substance which can donate as well as accept a proton is termed as amphoteric or amphiprotic. Limitations of Bronsted-Lowry concept. Bronsted-Lowry concept lays excessive emphasis on proton. Although it is true that most common acids are protonic in nature, yet there are many which are not. A large number of acid base reactions are known in which no proton transfer takes place. Thus, the protonic definition cannot be used to explain the reaction occurring in non protonic solvents. Lewis concept electron donor acceptor system. According to Lewis scientists, acid is a substance which is capable of accepting pair of electron and base is a substance which is capable of donating an unshared pair of electron to form coordinate bond. So basically Lewis concept says that base donates its electron pair or unshared pairs of electron and acid accepts it. Limitation of Lewis concept. Since the strength of Lewis acid and bases are found to depend on the reaction, it is not possible to arrange them in any order of their relative strength. As Lewis acid base reaction involve electrons, they are expected to be very fast reaction. However, there are many Lewis acid base reaction which are very slow. Lux flood concept. Lux flood concept defines acids and bases based on their ability to accept or donate oxide ions. Acid are oxide ion acceptors and bases are oxide ion donor. This was Lux flood's concept. Weak acids. Weak acid in water form an equilibrium with hydronium ion and the deprotonated ion of the acid. The reaction does not go to completion. Acid-base relationship. A conjugate acid-base pair consists of two species that differ by only one proton. One member is acid proton donor and the other is base proton acceptor, which is its conjugate. When an acid donates a proton, it forms its conjugate base, and when a base accepts a proton, it forms its conjugate acid. The deprotonated acid is a base and the protonated base is an acid. These acid and bases are called conjugate acids and bases. Thank you.